It is a beautiful day for a doubleheader here in Bluefield, Virginia, as the Rams open up a doubleheader against the Milligan University Buffaloes. Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Rams Digital Sports Network. My name is Bailey Engel. We're glad to have you along for the ride for Game 1 of this doubleheader. Unfortunately, the second one will not be broadcasted due to a conflict with football. But the Rams, boy, they look good yesterday. 10-2, they beat Milligan in 9 innings and got jumped out to a 5-1 start after the first inning yesterday, and now they're 6-5. Talk with Mike White, and he said this is the best we have played all season. So now the Rams come back for Game 2, and Argello is on the mound for Bluefield College up against a Milligan lineup that looks like this. Brandon Morello, the shortstop, will bat first and lead off. Anthony Guzman, the right fielder, batting second. Chancery Hall, the DH, batting third. Braden Spano batting fourth and playing at first base. Center fielder Justin Green bats fifth. Casey Hare, the second baseman, bats sixth. Kirby Smith, the catcher, batting seventh. Richard Polinsky batting eighth and playing at third base today. And Ben Grable makes his first start in the series, batting ninth and playing in left field. So it will be lefty-righty to start out this ball game. Bailey Engel on the call. Glad to have you along for the ride as the Rams come into this game 6-5 and now 3-1 in the conference. Bluefield College looking pretty good in these past two games here at Bowen Field. Yesterday, didn't pitch an incredible game. Kaufman did a good job on the mound. It wasn't a banner day for him, but what really was helping him, the infield played incredibly well. The Rams were able to turn 3 double plays in big situations against this Milligan University team that kept them only to 2 runs in that entire game. Well, Bluefield, remember, also got down to a 1-0 deficit going into the bottom of the first and then put 5 runs on the starter and Brock Browning. They'll go up against Kobe Allison today, but Argello gets the start for Bluefield College here in Game 2 of this 3-game series, Game 1 of a doubleheader. Andrew Argello, the left-handed pitcher. Cardona throws it down to second, and we are ready for Brandon Morello to stand in at the plate on the right side. Gorgeous day for baseball, and it looks like for the second straight day, we're also going to be starting early. First pitch was supposed to be at 1 p.m., but here we are at 12:54, and Cardona has already thrown it down. Garcia gets the start in left for Bluefield. Nate Cobb in center field. David Meach, another start in right for the Rams. Over at third base, it's Millette Zapsis, another start. The upstate New York native at short. And in the start at second base, Clay Wisner. And at first, it will be Taylor Moe. Cardona awaits, Argello deals. And a fastball is right down Broadway for strike one at 12:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beautiful sunny day, right around 43 degrees in Bluefield. It feels pretty good. The 0-1. Breaking ball curves right over the plate for strike 2. The count runs no balls and 2 strikes. Here we are in the top of the first. Rams in the camo. Milligan sporting the orange uniforms today. 0-2. Swinging a line drive, slap down the left field line. That's a base hit for Morello. Rounding first, sprinting on to second. Garcia plays it all the way back to the warning track, and Morello, for the second straight day, leads off the game with a double. Got down 0-2. Argello doing nothing but strikes to start out. No waste pitches at all as the sun is right over top of the pitching mound. Here at Bowen Field, 335 down the lines, about 400 to dead center. The Appalachian Mountains of the city park right behind it. Here's Guzman. Had an RBI yesterday on a single. So remember, Milligan jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first 2 batters of the game. Argello checks second and deals. It's a fastball smashed in the dirt by Cardona. Tracks it down in front of home plate. And the count is 1-0. Mike White looking on from the dugout for Bluefield College. Chris Allen and Garrett Schilling, both assistant coaches for the Rams. Skylar Barnett, the third base coach and the head coach of Milligan in his second year. From the belt, Argello takes a long look and deals. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, stabbed by Wisner on a knee, throw to first in time. Solid play by Wisner at second base. That one almost leaked through to center field, but instead it is a productive out, but an out nonetheless, and the score remains 0-0 with Morello at third base. Chancery Hall, the DH, who got the start in right field yesterday, he doubled and brought home a run on a single in the 8th inning. Went 2 for 3 with a walk. So a runner at third now for the Buffaloes, coming from Johnson City, Tennessee. Argello fires away. Breaking ball too far inside on the righty, ball 1. Well, we got game 1 of this doubleheader. And due to scheduling conflicts, we will be over at football during the course of game 2, which will be 7 innings. Here's the 1-0. Glides on the outside corner for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1 with 1 out. As Bluefield College football takes on the Point Skyhawks today. Count at 1-1 with the sun beaming over the mountain. Runner at third. Here's the 1-1. Fastball sails outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here at Bowen Field, Bluefield institution. Now home of the Bluefield Ridge Runners of the Appalachian League. On the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bluefield Ridge Runners placing the Bluefield Blue Jays, as the Appalachian League is a college summer league now as opposed to advanced rookie for minor league baseball. Big lead at third for Morello, the 2-2. Swinging a foul, tip saves Hall as it glides back to the backstop, and the count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Bluefield Ridge Runners will be in action in June. So if you're in the area, be sure to check out the hottest attraction in the 2 Virginias. Rocky Malamisura doing a great job of choosing the name, designing the logo. Argello, kick and fired. 2-2, hit on the ground, past the stab of Millette. A run will score and roll on the left side near the bullpen. So on his way to second is Hall. Be interesting how that one is scored. Tough play for Millette, trying to stab the ball with a wicked amount of spin on it, but either way, it's 1-0. And Hall is over to second base. And that will be scored as an E5. I believe since it hit Millette, it can be scored as an error. So it will not count against Argello. But for the second straight day, Milligan has jumped out to a 1-0 lead. So here's Braden Spano, batting right-handed with a runner at second base. 1 out. Man in scoring position, and the deal. Breaking pitch too far inside for ball 1. Mano once again batting in the cleanup spot. He went 0 for 3 yesterday, hit into a play that ended the top of the first inning, and really that was the story of the day for the Buffaloes against Bluefield College. Here's the 1-0. Skied foul, right side, long chase for Mo, running out of room. And the ball lands on the top of the batting facility. So the count runs to a ball and a strike with a runner at second. 1-0 the score. Bluefield College now 3-1 in the AAC. Pretty impressive as the Rams try to clinch the series here in game 2. They played particularly well at the plate. The Rams back-to-back games here at Bowen Field with over a dozen hits. Also scoring 21 runs in that span. Long look at second, and the 1-1. Swinging a foul ball on the breaking pitch, ricocheting off of Cardona's catcher's mask. Now it's 1-2 with 1 out, Spano. And I think obviously that second win in those that 2-game span, a lot more impressive against a Milligan team that will be one of the tougher teams in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Long look at second, a big lead for Hall, the 1-2. Swinging a high fly ball, rolling foul, and out of play. So the count stays at a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Now, because obviously winning 11-1 against Carolina University, formerly Piedmont International University, not exactly anything new for Bluefield College or really anybody in the AAC. From the belt, checking on second, and the pitch. Swinging a high chopper, third base side. Millette plays it back, checks the runner, rifles to first in time. He's going to throw to third. Tag applied, not there. So Hall advances to third. Spano is out. And now a runner on the corner for Justin Green, the center fielder for Milligan. Junior steps up to the plate. He had a single yesterday, went 1 for 4, and had that really odd sequence in the fourth inning where he tried to bait Cardona to throw it to second, which he did to bring the runner home from third. Got himself into a bit of a rundown with 2 outs, and the tag was applied before the runner came home. Breaking ball right down the middle for the first pitch, strike 1. 2 outs, Chancery Hall at third, 1-0 Milligan. Reaching on an error, does not have the RBI. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball fouled away. Over onto that awning right behind us here at Bowen Field. A very deep backstop. So Cardona has to make sure to keep some of these low breaking pitches in front of him because Hall has a pretty big lead at third base. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the lefty, and a runner at third. High kick in the offer. Nice pitch outside and low, ball 1. Now with a ball and 2 strikes. Argello trying to end this top of the first. He deals. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. It is tailing into the bullpen, and that's where it'll land amidst the Buffaloes warming up. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs to count remains. 5th batter of this top of the first inning. Rams trailing to begin the game two of this series. The wind favoring out towards left field. Got the American flag and the POW MIA flag out there as well. Ready for the 1-2. Just a bit high. That didn't miss by much on a fastball. Argello wanted to roll into the dugout after that, but instead it evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on a decent pitch from the southpaw. Chancery Hall leading at third. It's 1-0, but a 2-2 coming up with 2 outs. Here it is. Trying to saw him off on a breaking pitch inside on the lefty, ball 3. So now the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Lots of barking from both sides. Full count. Cardona's ready. The 3-2 to Green. A fly ball foul, left side and onto the concession stand, out of play. Decent crowd on hand for some baseball here at Bowen Field. An important series for Bluefield College. A chance to jump out to 4-1 in AAC play. But they're down 1-0 here in the top of the first. Here's another payoff. Breaking ball fouled away again. He was late. That Skies on the left side for the lefty. Good at bat, Argello. Really using up a good amount of pitches here in the top of the first inning. It started off with a double, then a ground out from Guzman. Hall at third after the error by Millette. Spano retired. Here's another 3-2. Breaking ball inside. Almost actually got a piece of him. And the long plate appearance ends with a walk. So Casey Hare, the 6th batter of the top of the first inning. Now Mike White coming out of the dugout. Seems like he's already getting a warning in the top of the first inning. Well, off to a great start here. 1-0. With 2 outs and runners on the corners, here's Casey Hare. From the belt, Argello checking first with Green. Swinging a line drive, left center field, base hit. Hall comes in to score. Green over to second, and Casey Hare has an RBI single. 2-0 Milligan. And they have already met the same run total they had yesterday. So Green goes to second. Kirby Smith, the seventh batter at the top of the first. Already a better jump for Milligan because they haven't hit into a double play. 2 outs, won't have to worry about that here. First pitch to the catcher. Breaking ball right over the meat of the plate, strike one. Oh, Smith wanted some confirmation with the umpire there. Didn't seem to be satisfied by it. From the belt, Argello checks second. Open stance for the catcher. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball notched to the outer portion of the plate, strike two. So we went back to that same pitch. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on for the Buffs. Wind sailing out to left field. For the 0-2. Swinging a poke left side. Zapsas charges, throws to first. That's a close play, but he got him. So a 6-3 to end the top of the first inning, but 2-run score on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. We're on to the bottom of the first in Bluefield. It's 2-0 Milligan over the Rams. Allison on the mound for Milligan, and his Buffaloes put 2 runs on in the top of the first. So here we are in the home half of the inning, and the Rams down 2-0 will send Jeremy Garcia to the plate to face off against the righty in Allison. First pitch to the leadoff man is a fastball and a good one, but low, ball 1. So for Garcia, a bit slow these last 2 games at Bowen Field. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Must have heard me. There's a base hit on the second pitch he saw. Great way to set the table for Bluefield. And now the potential tying run comes to the plate with a 2-0 score on the board. So Nate Cobb steps up. Here's a guy that's been hitting very well for Bluefield. Yesterday went 2 for 5 with 3 runs scored. So putting the ball in play and scoring. Good base runner for the Rams, and Ozzie Millette did a good job of knocking him in there at least one of those times. Here's the pitch. It's high but called a strike on the lefty for strike 1. 0-1 with a runner at first and no outs. Kirby Smith looks like he's going to be calling fastballs for Allison. The 0-1 showing bunt. Cobb lays it down, first base side, sprinting, and Allison can't get the ball. It's going to be an infield single. Took an odd angle to get that ball, and the ball won the race against him. So now Garcia moves to second. Cobb on with an infield bunt single. And Ozzie Millette steps up, who cranked a home run yesterday out to left field, and the wind seems to be blowing there down the left field line. Senior from Miami steps up to the plate on the right side, wearing number 43 in that Desert Storm camo uniform. Two men aboard. Millette shows bunt. Breaking ball. It's the outside corner for strike one. The count at 0-1. 2 men aboard. See if the Rams continue to play small ball, and they'll try it here. Millette lays down a bunt, and it rolls behind him. Missed an attempt there, and now Mike White giving him the swing away sign with no balls and 2 strikes. A little bit of a different strategy we're seeing with Mike White, and he talked about this after that Carolina University game, where the Rams might not have the most conventional power-hitting team, trying to dunk your way to manufacture runs. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up on the breaking pitch. Left side, Kirby Smith tosses away his mask and makes the catch for out number 1. So not a great at-bat for Ozzie Millette, and meanwhile able to tag up from second, third, Garcia. That got the dugout pretty fired up. Kirby Smith and Allison falling asleep there, and Garcia tagged up on a routine pop-out. So Clay Wisner steps up, and here's a guy who's been seeing the ball like a beach ball so far here at Bowen Field. 1 out, 2-0. Runner goes, pitch outside. Smith will eat it. And on to second goes Nate Cobb. Now that takes away a double play, at least in the most conventional sense. And Wisner steps up. Deep enough fly ball, cuts the lead in half. A base hit will tie the game, most likely, with Garcia and Cobb running and sprinting on the base paths. 2 men in scoring position, 1 out, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hangs and called a strike. And on the top right corner, Wisner gets a quick confirmation. Ohio native looks at the bat and digs back in on the right side. With the sun splashing down on the grass here, and Wisner calls time. Really got to give props to Mike White, this entire Bluefield baseball team and staff. Bowen Field looks awesome for it to be first week of March. Dirt is in great shape. The grass looks great. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball through the 5-6 hole. Stabbed at third, and now in a rundown, everyone is safe. Garcia retreated back to third base, and Mike White is irate with his left fielder. Shortstop in Morello did a good job of checking down the runner. That's going to be called a hit for the Rams. Bases loaded with 1 out. Taylor Moe to the plate. Garcia likely should have at least went home there. Big swing and a miss on a fastball outside. The score remains 2-0. Kobe Allison in a bit of a jam here with no balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Milligan's middle of the infield, and Morello and Hare trying to turn the double play. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball shot foul down the first baseline. No balls and 2 strikes to the lefty. Moe yesterday went hitless, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Did have a sacrifice bunt. Also hit by a pitch to score. Here's the 0-2. Outside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded of Rams here in the bottom of the first inning with a 2-0 lead for Milligan. One-two. Swinging a high fly ball. Should be good enough to score a run. Kissing the sky in center. Green steps up, makes the catch. Garcia will tag. Throw to the plate, wide to the right. Meanwhile, from second to third goes Cobb, and on to second goes Wisner. So it's a productive out, and the Rams have now found themselves on the board. It's 2-1. Cobb to third, Wisner on to second, and Mo retired with a sacrifice fly. So Elijah Lewis here steps up, tying run at third. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Sun baking home plate on what is otherwise a very cold afternoon, really enjoying the fact that there is sunlight, because yesterday, as soon as the sun went down and our little makeshift press box behind home plate was in the shade, oh, it was miserable. But I'm enjoying myself now. And the breaking pitch on the outside corner is called a strike. And the great thing about calling a game in a mask is kind of working as a sun shield, because otherwise I'd be getting a pretty nasty looking tan on my face. Probably even nastier actually now with the mask. The 0-1 is lifted into left field with the wind pushing it. You can kiss that one goodbye. Elijah Lewis with a 3-run bomb. It is 4-2 Bluefield in the bottom of the first. Huge home run for the DH. Grable went back to the track, reached up, couldn't get it, cleared the wall. And for the second straight day, the Rams, after falling down early in the top of the first, have taken the lead in the home half of the inning. So David Meach steps up, and the lefty takes a swing at a fastball low and fouls it away. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Here's the offer. Fastball high and away. Ball and a strike. And that is, I believe, 2 out of the last 3 home runs have came off of my diatribes on something stupid. Here's the 1-1. As that one is choked up, fly ball left side, charging in. Morello makes the catch, and the shortstop ends the inning. But the Rams able to score 3, make it 4 runs off of 4 hits in that inning. Big home run from Elijah Lewis. We are on to the second in Bluefield, and the Rams lead 4-2. Top of the second in Bluefield, Rams jut out to a 4-2 lead. We're on to see the 8-9-1 of the Milligan lineup. It'll be Richard Polinsky, the third baseman, up against Anthony Argello for Bluefield College. Excuse me, Andrew Argello. Either way. AA deals a pitch. Swinging a foul ball from Polinsky, and it rolls away from the catcher, Joseph Cardona. So Argello gave up a couple of runs there in the first inning. I don't believe either of them are going to be earned runs. Chancery Hall brought in a run on an error, and then he came in to score on an RBI single from Casey Hare. The sun beaming down. Here's the 0-1. Lefty to lefty. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Polinsky got the start as the DH yesterday for Skylar Barnett's team. Went 1 for 3 with a double. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a foul ball, ripping off of the awning, jutting back out onto the field. Wind blowing out towards left. Not necessarily helping the lefty. The pitch. Swinging a line drive straight at Wisner. Reeled in for strike one, or excuse me, out number one. That'll bring up Ben Grable. First time we have seen Ben Grable in the series. Steps up to the plate wearing number 28 in that orange jersey with the white pants, black helmet. Milligan University with the Orioles setup with their jerseys. Kind of looks like Baltimore Orioles warm-ups. Arguello, the lefty, deals a fastball outside. That was cooking in there for ball one. And it looked like Grable was squaring to bunt, trying to set the table for Morello, who's on deck that has a double in this game. Here's the 1-0. Showing bunt again. This fastball is right down Broadway from the lefty. Evens the count at 1-1. 4-2 the score. One out, nobody on for Milligan. Stepping back, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Had him waving at a breaking pitch low there. Runs the count up to a ball and 2 strikes. Arguello now with the run support behind him here in the top of the second inning. Rams put 4 earned runs on in the bottom of the first. The 1-2. Swinging a foul tip just off the end of the bat. Rolls to that blue backstop. Keeps the count at a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. With 1 out, lefty-lefty, the offer. Waste pitch fastball outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Arguello deals. Swing and a miss. He got him. With a piece of the bat, actually. Snagged by Cardona. And 2 men retired already in the top of the second with a 4-2 Bluefield lead. So Milligan sends us back to the top of their lineup with Brandon Morello. An 0-2 count, doubled down the left field line. Ended up scoring a run, a very good leadoff man for the Buffs. As he watches that one hit on the outside corner for strike one. The shortstop had a convincing hit, too. I mean, smoked that ball down the left field line and rolled all the way to the corner. Here's an 0-1. Swinging a chopper foul off his foot down the third baseline, and for the second straight at-bat, Morello is down in an 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Really can't say enough. I mean, I asked my Amazon Echo this morning because I didn't want to just look at my phone what the temperature was outside. It said 26 degrees. I was like, it feels a lot nicer than that, and it surely does. Here's the 0-2. High and away. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Who knows what else those robots hear in the house. Here's a ball and 2 strikes. Outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maybe it's just the fact that when it's 42 degrees in the winter in Bluefield, it feels like it's 85. Wind surging out towards left. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a little roller right side. Wisner plays it back in a hop. Sidearms to first in time. And the Buffaloes retired in order in the top of the second inning. Bluefield holding on to a 4-2 lead after a 1-2-3. Top of the second here at Bowen Field. Rams up by 2. Rams up 4-2. Joseph Cardona, the catcher, leading off in the bottom of the second up against Allison, who's still on the mound. And the lefty deals a first pitch fastball low. It'll be Cardona, Zapsis, and Garcia all for Bluefield. Rams, 3 of the 4 runs coming on a home run from Elijah Lewis out to left field. Comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss when fishing down low. Cardona in a 1-1 count now to lead it off here in the bottom of the second inning. Cardona played at home a run on a single yesterday. Also had a sacrifice fly, so a couple of RBIs for the catcher. Returning starter for Bluefield College. Here's the 1-1. Gibbs in the dirt. Runs the count at 2-1. Inning started off with a pair of singles from Cobb. Ozzie Millette popped up to the catcher. Wisner loaded up the bases on a single where Garcia did not come home to score. Mo brought in the first run on a sacrifice fly and then a 3-run bomb by Lewis. Gave Bluefield the lead at 4-2. That pitch hits on the outside corner to the lefty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Allison trying to settle in. He deals. Swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout for the starter in Allison. And there's one away to begin in the bottom of the second. Well, unfortunately, folks, quick reminder that we will not be on for Game 2 of this doubleheader, but we will be on for football at 6 p.m. So if you tune into the Rams Digital Sports Network, tune into yours truly and Bluefield College football taking on Point at 6 p.m. Here's Zapsis. Shortstop is up in the count 1-0 after that one is low. Played a pretty solid shortstop yesterday for Bluefield College. Remember, the Rams had 3 double plays in that game. Here's the 1-0. Taking a fly ball down the left field line. Could be playable. Chasing back in foul territory, Polinsky. And the catch is made by Morello, the shortstop. Had a lot of ground to cover there and made the grab right before he twirled into the bullpen. Is able to catch his momentum before that. So now there are 2 outs, and the Rams send Jeremy Garcia up to the plate. Had a single to lead it off. Ended up scoring on a sacrifice from Mo. Allison with 2 outs behind him. First time he's been able to retire 2 men in order today. First pitch, Garcia off the end of the bat, grounds it left side, charging Morello, pops to first in time, and that is it for the second inning. Rams follow the Buffaloes lead and go 1-2-3 in the second. We're on to the third. Rams lead 4-2. Anthony Guzman leading off the top of the third with the Rams up 4-2. Argello still on the mound. Andrew Argello able to retire the Buffs 1-2-3 in the top of the second as he deals a fastball outside there for ball 1. Guzman grounded out to second back in the first inning. That was where 2 runs came across for Milligan unearned. Here's the 1-0. Outside corner, called a strike at 1-1. Rams put 4 up in the home half of the first inning, 3 of them off of the home run from Elijah Lewis. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. On a fastball by him. The big cut. Lefty on the mound is up in the count 1-2 against the righty and Guzman. Right fielder number 7 takes a look at his bat and stands back in on the right side. Arguello with the wind behind him, 1-2. Swinging a foul tip, just saves Guzman as it rolls off the body of Cardona in the top of the third with nobody on and nobody out. 10-6, Milligan Buffaloes. They have played 5 more games than Bluefield College has. Rams have dealt with some weather. Here's the 1-2. So we're going to hard hit ground ball straight at third. Good hop to Zapsis. Long throw to first in time. 1 away. Now with 1 out, wind continuing to fly out towards left field, and it's really great to have those flags up. Big American flag, the POWIMA flag, as well as the West Virginia and Virginia flag. Because this field is technically in Virginia, but operated by the city of Bluefield, West Virginia, kind of like Mitchell Stadium. That fastball is high and outside. Well, Mitchell Stadium, across the parking lot where we're going to be playing football today, actually all the way in West Virginia. Here's the 1-0. And Hall looks at it, called a strike. Got a 1-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Hall got on base with the E5 back in the first inning. Here's the 1-1. Breaks outside and low. And it wasn't a clean-cut error by Millett. It was a hard hit ball down the line. Millett had to stab it and whiffed. I think it might have nicked off of his glove, which prompted it being called an error as opposed to a hit. 2-1. Big swing and a miss at a pitch low. Arguello ties up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. So I wonder if Skylar Barnett will have something to say about that and the official scoring of it after the game. Ready for the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, popped up right side, going from the fringe of the infield to the outfield. Wisner backs up and makes the catch. Didn't make it look easy, but it's an out nonetheless. 2 outs. So 2 gone here in the top of the third inning. 4-2 Rams lead. Game 1 of this doubleheader, but Bluefield College just trying to seal the deal of the series against Milligan. Lefty righty, Spano looks at the breaking pitch, and it's a good one. Right down the middle, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike and 2 outs. Stepping back, Arguello feeling himself now. The fastball, outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Arguello is retired 6 in a row. Can he make it 7 with this pitch? The 0-2. Just misses low and away. Ball 1. Try to get Spano reaching, who grounded out to third his last time up. Arguello with a 1-2. Swinging a foul ball, rolling back. Keeps it at a ball and 2 strikes. Arguello deals another 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, slow roller, third base side. Millett, bare hand, slings to first. No! My goodness, that was close. Gotta wait for the call next time. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but it looked like Millett had him by a step. Instead, Spano able to make it to first on an infield single with 2 outs. So instead of that being the final out of the top of the third, it is the 3rd hit of the ball game for Milligan, and the tying run comes to the plate. It's 4-2 Bluefield. Wow, that was close. Great play by Millett, going with the bare hand there. A stretch by Mo. Lefty, lefty. Pitch to Green. Watches a breaking ball. There's a strike in the outer portion. Strike 1. Boy, that was close. Millett has really been tested on the hot corner. And for the 0-1, fastball right down Broadway, strike two. Knee high there, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first could cut this lead in half and make it 4-3. Coelho pitches outside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Went back to the waste pitch. So here we are in the top of the third. A home run could tie the game for Justin Green. He was walked his last time up. Really patient at the plate. Arguello checks first. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball ripped to right field. It's straight at Meach, and the inning is over. We're on to the visiting half of this, or home half of this inning. Rams make Milligan strand a runner. It's 4-2 Bluefield on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bottom of the third, Bluefield leads 4-2, and the 2-3-4 are up against Allison, the starter. Gave up 4 runs all earned in the first inning, but then fired back with a 1-2-3 bottom of the second. Righty, lefty, and the slider is high for ball 1. So it'll be Nate Cobb, who's 1 for 1, Millett 0 for 1, and Clay Wisner, who is 1 for 1. Cobb and Wisner both ended up scoring on the home run from Elijah Lewis later in the lineup. 1-0. Check swing and a fastball, and it's called a strike late. Ball and a strike. Big encouragement from Mike White over at third base. Coach Allen at first. His first year for Bluefield, the 1-1. Skips in the dirt, rolls down the third base line. The count runs up to 2 balls and 1 strike. So, hey, we got football at 6 p.m. Be sure to tune in for that as the Rams take on Point over at Mitchell Stadium. First time we've seen them and the 2 Virginias in 3 weeks. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a slap line drive into left field. Another base hit for Bluefield, and Nate Cobb. Very consistent hitter. Now 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Ozzie Millett is given the bunt sign his last time up. Now will likely be told to swing away. Well, can't say that confidently, but it did not go well last time. So here's Millett. First pitch, swing away, he did, and scorches one on the ground through the 5-6 hole into left field. Somebody in the dugout saying, I love it, and I think that's just been the motto, or really what you can say about Bluefield College hitting in these past 3 games at Bowen Field. The Rams have looked like mature hitters. That's the 6th hit of the day. We're in the bottom of the third. It's a 4-2 game. Clay Wisner steps up. Righty-righty matchup, 2-man aboard. Pickoff attempt to second, not in time. Well, they had everybody in the right position, going stage right, stage left to throw that one over to second for Hare. Tried to lay down to tag on Cobb, and Cobb dove back in safely. Have to see if the Rams try to go for a little bit more of aggressive base running again. They have done that. Got the speed on the base pass, especially in Cobb. Allison checks him, and a bunt laid down. Wisner rolls it back to Allison. He rifles to first in time, and the sacrifice works as Cobb moves to third. Millette on to second, and Wisner with the sacrifice there, moving 2 runners in scoring position. So the Rams elect to play small ball. Now a chance for Mo on a deep enough fly ball, makes it 5-2, base hit 6-2. Corner infielders playing in on Mo. The pitch. Mo looks at it low and away. And the sacrifice fly is last time, so he's got an RBI in this one. Ball and no strikes. Wind flying out towards left field. See if Mo can go opposite field here. Here's the 1-0. Big wave on a breaking pitch. The lackadaisical swing. Ball and a strike with 1 out. 2 men in scoring position. Cobb at third. Millette at second. Comes the 1-1. Big swing and a miss again. Went back to the breaking pitch. This one had a little bit more of a drop on it. All in 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-2 Bluefield leads. Allison has gone breaking ball a couple of times. Here's the 1-2. Outside, Mo lays off as it drops in the dirt. Kirby Smith, good job of keeping that ball in front. Wind continuing to flow out towards left. Bluefield dugout all on the edge of the rail. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 men in scoring position. The offer. Fastball trying to saw him off on the inner side of the plate. And now the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Somebody in the Milligan dugout saying you got to catch it better. Here's a 3-2. Swinging a ground ball right side. Past the dive of Hare. Runs will score. Here comes Cobb. Millette sprinting home. Throw to the plate. Rolls in. And Millette able to stomp on home plate without sliding. Either way, a 2-run single for Bluefield. And Taylor Mo now has 3 RBIs on the day. 6-2 Rams. The throw to home for Kirby Smith rolled in. I don't think he realized how close Millette was. Now, it was going to be a tough play at home plate. But if he turns around, he at least makes a play out of it. Elijah Lewis steps up. He's 1 for 1 with a 3-run homer. Pickoff attempt at first, and Mo dives back in. So a 2-run single for Mo, 1 out, runner at first, 6-2 Bluefield. Dinkin and Duncan for 6 runs. Well, wasn't any sort of dink or dunk after that home run from Elijah Lewis. First pitch to him. DH watches it on the outside corner. Strike 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-2 Bluefield. Rams have tallied 7 hits so far. Allison checks over at first base. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside. Allison was checking on second there at least. He kept turning over to second base. There's nobody there. Ball and a strike with 1 out. Now he checks first. That makes more sense. Did it again. Pickoff attempt now getting into a bit of a jam. Throw sails away from the first baseman Spano. And Mo moves on to third after the E1. First error of the ball game for Milligan. And the pickoff attempt rolls away from Spano. Mo on to third. Elijah Lewis with a deep enough fly ball can make this 7-2. See if we keep playing this song all the way through. Time called. And they stop it. Oh, we really wanted to get that John Fogerty song in. And time is called. The DH ready at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Big cut there from Lewis. Has the wind helping him out a little bit again. Out towards left field. He pulled that last home run there. Already 2 runs in the inning for the Rams. It's 6-2 Bluefield with an out and a runner at third in Taylor Moe. Comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, reach, roller, left side, stabbed by the pitcher, Allison. He throws first and records the second out. Moe did a good job trying to bait the throw and goes back to third base, which is the right decision. David Meach standing in. First pitch to him. Inside and low, ball one. The count runs 1-0. Meach sliced the ball on the left side over for Morello at short his last time up. Base hit here makes it 7-2. Here comes the 1-0. Lefty looks at it. It's called a strike on the outside corner. Count at 1-1. Rams started off the inning with a couple of singles. Wisner moved them into scoring position on a sacrifice bunt. And Taylor Moe singled 2 runs home. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball and a nasty one right down the middle. Strike two. Now the count's 1-2. Moe's at third after an errant pickoff attempt. Lewis grounded out to the pitcher. Here we are in a 1-2 count with Meach. Now the offer. Swing and a miss. He fans him for out number 3. But the Rams scored 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. 1 man left at third base. It's 6-2 Bluefield on to the 4th here at Bowen. Casey Hare leads off. 6-2 Bluefield leads here in the 4th inning. Arguello still on the mound for Bluefield College. Left-handed pitcher, after giving up a couple of runs unearned there in the 1st inning. Done a good job. He's only given up 1 hit in the 2nd and 3rd innings combined. Also has 1 strikeout. Here's Casey Hare, who drove in a run on a single. Breaking ball, well, then it missed by much, just below the knees, ball 1. So we'll see Hare, Smith, and Polinsky, part of the 6-7-8 for the Buffaloes. Rams up by 4 in Game 2 of the series after winning 10-2 yesterday. 1-0. Outside, that one's called a strike. That one was almost in the other batter's box. Got it 1-1 with no outs. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 1-1. Breaking ball, that's called a strike outside. Oof, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hare now in a position where he's going to have to defend that portion of the plate. Cardona positions there, 1-2. Fastball outside and low. Good waste pitch at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game 1 of this doubleheader going to be 9 innings. The second one, which unfortunately we cannot broadcast, will be just 7. Count at 2-2. The offer. Swinging a reach line ball, snared by Millette. And that is good enough for the first out. Rams try to throw it around, and Millette just bounces the ball into right field. Well, luckily, Rams can just laugh about that. No one's going to advance because the bases are cleared. So after the L5, here comes Kirby Smith. Grounded out to short to end the top of the first inning. Bailey Engel on the call. Glad to have you on here for the Rams' second game against Milligan on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Arguello confidently pitches. Fastball outside, ball 1. Well, Kaufman yesterday had a very similar start to what Arguello did today. Gave up a run in the first inning. Arguello gave up 2 runs in the first. That one's once again high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And after that, did a great job of keeping the Buffaloes at bay, but he also had some run support. And the point of this story is we have to wonder how long Mike White will keep in his starter because he kept Kaufman in 6 innings. That fastball is swung on and hit hard on a bounce through the 5-6 hole in the left field. And it's a 1-out knock for Kirby Smith here in the top of the 4th inning. Then yesterday he put in Lowry in the 7th inning, and Lowry gave up a run. Had a pretty mean breaking pitch, but he pitched 3 innings, so he got the 3-inning save. Here's Richard Polinsky with 1 out. Rams hoping for a double play that could send them home into the bottom of the 4th. Already up 6-2. Wave with the bat from the left side. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, curves in high and inside, ball 1. Runner at first, 1 out. Richard Polinsky. From the belt, checking first, trying to go. Pickoff attempt, gets back to first in time, and Casey Hare didn't even have to dive back. So Arguello's got to be careful there. That almost hinted at a balk. Ball and no strikes. Excuse me, that was Kirby Smith at first base. Checking first. Once again, Arguello fires. Fastball low, Cardona checks on it first. 2 balls, no strikes to Polinsky with 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Mo covering at first. Waits another pickoff attempt from the lefty on the mound. Here's the 2-0. Here's a great pitch down the middle, strike 1. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Grable waiting on the on-deck circle. Another warning shot over to first. Mo danced and made the catch, luckily. As if not, the runner moves on to second. And by the way, it wasn't Kirby Smith at all. It is a courtesy runner for the catcher. That's Garrett Goldberg at first with a big lead. Goldberg off of first, there's the 2-1, high and away, 3 balls and 1 strike. Arguello starting to slow down a little bit here in the top of the 4th. Down at 3-1 with 1 out. The offer. Swinging a ground ball straight at second. Wisner tosses to second. Tag applied. Got him. Zapsos gets the lead runner off. Goldberg retired. But well, Bluefield tried to turn a 4-6-3 double play there. It was going to be tough with an off-target throw. Zapsos, though, a great job of laying down the tag. And now Goldberg retired. And Mike White wants to argue that there was interference there, that Zapsos could not throw over to first base. So, quick conference of the umpires, because if they're able to do that, the inning is over. All the Rams are ready to run off of the field. Zapsos is walking into the dugout and now told to go back. So, non-interference as deemed by the umpires. Goldberg only accounts for 1 out, and Mike White is pretty upset because Zapsos was trying to turn, collided, laid down a tag. It appeared from our angle that the throw was off target, and that's what made Zapsos not able to get up and throw over to first base. Now, it was going to be a tough double play anyway. Well, the shortstop is not happy with that call at all because he was confidently ready to go into the dugout, and Mike White wants some sort of confirmation here in the top of the 4th inning. Rams lead 6-2. And Mike White take a leisurely walk back to the dugout, and not excited about that at all. Ben Grable steps up. Grable, the lone strikeout for Arguello. 2 outs, 6-2 the score, runner at first. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul ball, driven right back to the blue backstop, and a nice snag made by Morello in the on-deck circle off the hop. Eric Chilling calling the game from the first base dugout. Arguello trying to keep this just a 4-run game. 0-1 to Grable. Fastball high and away. Ball and a strike. Two outs, runner at first. The offer showing bunt with 2 outs, and after he pulls back, it's called a strike anyway. So here in the top of the 4th, there are 2 gone. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ben Grable, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Arguello trying to fan him again. Steps and delivers. Breaking ball. Oh, almost a good job by Cardona to frame it up, but it comes in a bit too high for the umpire's liking. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Belinsky at first. Arguello looking at him. 2-2. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Could be trouble. Long chase for Millette. And that one bounces in foul territory. So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Rams, this would be a huge series win because after the Carolina game, Rams looked like they were really hitting their stride offensively. And then yesterday started hitting it very well defensively with the 3 double plays. So far, just 1 error today, trying to keep that up. And that error, like we said, wasn't clean cut. Lefty, lefty. Polinsky at first. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball, skied foul again, and that one will exit playable territory, bouncing onto the bullpen and out of play. So Grable with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Digs back in on the left side of the plate. Milligan's left 3 runners on the base paths today. Arguello trying to make it 4 here. Comes a 2-2. And that hit Grable. Wow. That hit the end of the bat. Excuse me. It hit the end of the bat, so that is a foul ball. And Grable, a really earnest man, because I think if he would have said that hit him, it would have sold everybody that he's going on to first. But instead chokes up for another 2-2 pitch coming in. Fastball high, just missing ball 3. That reminded me of that Do the Right Thing commercial or whatever. I don't know the organization, but when the guy says, "I touched the ball, coach," kind of like that. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Lefty, lefty. Here comes the payoff. Swing and a miss. He got him. Arguello sends Milligan back into the dugout in the middle of the fourth inning. Rams still lead 6-2 as the Buffaloes strand a runner on the base paths. We will be back here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Here we are for the bottom of the fourth in Bluefield. A 6-2 Rams lead with Joseph Cardona leading it off for Bluefield College. Allison's first pitch is a swung-on fastball and miss for Joseph Cardona. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Rams have struck out twice in this game. It'll be the 8-9-1 due up for Bluefield. Here's the 0-1. Outside and low. 1-1. Allison gave up 4 runs in the first, 2 more in the third. Bluefield really manufactured those ones in the third with a sacrifice from Wisner, who had been Bluefield's most successful hitter, but Mike White going in with the strategy of getting the runners in scoring position as the 1-on-1 is chopped over to second, straight at Hare, lobs to first in time, 2 away. And it worked. And after talking to him for that Carolina University game, Rams were able to really plunge the runs home off of the single and moving runners into scoring position. It's worked today so far as well. Now, you got to remember that Elijah Lewis also hit a 3-run bomb to give Bluefield the lead in the bottom of the first as well, so it's not all off of just strategic base running and bunting. Oh, keen eyes by the umpire to stop play. A ball was about a foot outside of the dugout. He was not ready for Zapsos to step in. The pitch. Zapsos looks at it high and away. He popped up to the shortstop last time with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Bluefield leads 6-2 and a gorgeous day for baseball. Coming set, here comes the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Do have an arm up and moving in the Milligan bullpen. Hasn't really thrown anything yet. Appears to be yet another righty for Skylar Barnett's team. Here's a 2-0. High and away, 3 balls, no strikes. Rams have not been walked today. (3-0). He takes ball 4, fastball high and away. And as the Rams flip the lineup card on over, they have a runner at first. Jeremy Garcia steps up 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. It'll be Allison. Gonna get a quick little mound visit here from the catcher, Kirby Smith. It appears that the pitching coach for Milligan will not join them, just trying to get the signs right. Jeremy Garcia tries to add to the 6-2 Bluefield lead. Rams put on 4 in the first, then 2 more in the third. It was a scoreless second. There's 1 out. Showing bunt, Garcia pulls back and a breaking ball sails low. So Allison falling out of a bit of a rhythm here. He walked Zapsos on 4 straight pitches. Garcia with a single up the middle to begin the bottom of the first, trying to channel that same energy. Polinsky playing up in the grass on the third base side. The 1-0 showing bunt again, pulls back. There's a knee-high fastball in for a strike. So once again, Rams going a small ball with the bunt. If Garcia goes back to it, likely will with a 1-1 count. Polinsky thinking that as well. And no, they want to swing away as Garcia sends that one in the air. Left field, not enough wind on it. And traveling back, Grable makes the catch for out number 2. Zapsa stays at first. And with 2 gone, the score remains 6-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Out of the dugout, here comes Nate Cobb, who has been a problem for Allison today. And this might be it for the starting pitcher for Milligan. A couple of final warm-up throws in from the bullpen. I'm going to confirm the rules here. It's the second visit in the inning, and yep, that means a new pitcher's coming in, and I was wrong. Going to be a lefty coming in for the Buffaloes. We'll step aside. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 6-2 Bluefield with a new pitcher coming in. Six-2 Rams lead. Garrett Bowman on the mound, and the lefty from Bristol, Virginia, deals it outside for ball 1. Allison's day done, 3 2/3, 7 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The line obviously not all the way done. With Zapsos on at first, the 1-0. Breaking pitch over the meat of the plate, and he evens the count at 1-1. We're here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nate Cobb's 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles and a couple of runs scored. Lefty Zapsos with the lead. Swinging a high fly ball driven to center field, backing up Green, and he makes the easy catch for the final out of the 4th. So Bowman comes in and gets the job done, and Kobe Allison's line is done with 6 runs allowed, all of them earned. We'll take a break and be back for the 5th inning here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Bluefield College leads 6-2. Brandon Morello leading off here in the 5th inning. Bluefield College enjoying a 6-2 lead, trying to clinch the series after winning 10-2 in Game 1 on Friday. You are in Game 1 of the doubleheader, but could be 2 of 3 for Bluefield already with a win here. First pitch from Arguello, and Morello skies it up in the air, deep to left center field. Backing up is Cobb, makes the catch, out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Arguello now in his 5th inning of work. He surrendered those first 2 runs in the first inning, unearned, mind you. Guzman digs in 0 for 2. Milligan 10-6 coming into this game. Pitch. Fastball across the knee, strike 1. They had won a conference series versus Truett McConnell and did so in competent fashion. The 2 games they won by big margins. The 0-1 is hit high in the air, left field. Calling for it, Garcia camps out for the can of corn and has it. 2 outs. Not enough wind to push that ball out of here because, boy, it was very high up on a uppercut swing from Guzman, who's now 0 for 3. Could be a good inning for Arguello if he's able to get Hall out pretty early here, conserving the arm of the lefty. I remember yesterday, the starter for Bluefield in Kaufman went 6 innings. First pitch, breaking ball, and a nasty one on Hall, strike 1. 6-2 the score, 2 outs, nobody on for Milligan. For the 0-1. Breaking ball, there's a strike right on the knees. 0-2. Arguello has 2 strikeouts today, both of them of Ben Grable. Can he sit down Chancery Hall here in 3 pitches? The 0-2. Swinging a line drive to right center field, won't be able to there. There's a base hit as it bounces into the grasp of Meach. The Chancery Hall is now 1 for 3 with a single. That is the 4th hit of the afternoon for Milligan. Braden Spano, 1 for 2. The pitch. Breaking ball is high, ball 1. Spano 1 for 2 today. Feels like a pretty big lead for Bluefield, but 4 runs obviously attainable. Ball and no strikes, checking on first. Lefty looks and deals. Fastball outside and low, 2 balls, no strikes. Rams trying to clinch the series. Could jump out to a 7-5 start to the season, a season that's been plagued by awful weather, on top of obviously there being a global pandemic. The Rams have looked good these last 3 games so far. Checking on first, 2-0. Here's a fastball etching in for a strike, 2-1. I'd say a lot about Mike White and Garrett Schilling, Chris Allen's team. If they're able to get a series win against Milligan at home, performing pretty well so far. A lot of game left to be played here in the top of the 5th. 2-1. Hit in the air, right field, trying to go opposite field. Racing back Meach at the warning track, makes the catch right in front of the El Patio Mexican restaurant sign. So the Buffaloes once again retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a man left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bluefield up 6-2. Ozzie Millett ready to lead off for Bluefield College. Welcome back, everyone. It's 6-2 Rams in the bottom of the fifth inning here at Bowen Field. Gorgeous day at Bowen Field at Charles A. Peters Park, home of now the Bluefield Ridge Runners. Ozzie Millett, Clay Wisner, and Taylor Moe all do up really the meat of the lineup for Bluefield College. Millett 1 for 2 with a run scored off a single. And Bowman deals his first pitch to him. Breaking ball that misses outside and low, ball one. Bowman came in for Allison there in the fourth inning. Got the final out quickly, the 1-0. Deals a breaking ball that time. It goes outside and low. Count it 1-1. Waiting for the 1-1. Once again, outside and low. Called a strike, though. 1-2. Millett down in a 1-2 count. He had a ground ball through the left side to get on last time. Here's the 1-2 from the lefty. Swing and a miss. Defensive swing for Millett and came up with nothing on an inside corner pitch. And he is fanned for out number one here in the bottom of the fifth inning. So it's still 6-2. Nobody on for Bluefield. 7 hits on the day for the Rams. Clay Wisner, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored at a sacrifice bunt. His last time, going back to the idea of manufacturing runs. Pushed 2 runners into scoring position. Here's the first pitch. Breaks outside and low. Kirby Smith, the catcher, pump fake wanted that one to be called a strike. The count goes 1-0. Then right after Wisner, Taylor Moe knocked in both of those runs. So it worked out for Bluefield. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. He laid off, but it's called a strike anyway. Count runs to 1-1. Outside part of the plate. Count runs to 1-1. Bowman deals. Swinging a fly ball, hit on the right side, gliding to the right. Guzman throws up the glove and makes the catch for the second out. Only the second time in this game where the first 2 batters have been retired for Bluefield. There was a 1-2-3 bottom of the second orchestrated by Allison, who, as of right now, in line for the loss, obviously. First pitch to Moe, and the lefty scoots out of the way. Ricochets back to the dugout. Almost hit him. All one. Excuse me, the backstop. Well, another reminder, folks. Unfortunately, Game 2 will not be broadcasted on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Football at 6 p.m. kicking off versus Point. Rams playing Milligan one last time. The 1-0 is a breaking pitch that moves outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Football 1-2. Rams with the opening win against Union. Then a heartbreaker week 2 against SAU. As a breaking pitch moves down the middle, strike 1. And then 2 weeks ago, right before the bye, the Rams were pummeled at Grayson, Kentucky, 45-0. 2-1, reached foul on the left side out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Moe, who has 2 RBIs in this game off of his single. Nobody aboard for him now, though. Here's the 2-2 from Bowman. Breaking ball, swung on, grounder straight to first, snagged by Spano, and wins the race to the bag for out number 3. So Rams go 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. We are ready for the 6th here in Bluefield. It's 6-2 Rams. J.J. Downs now on the mound for Bluefield as the Rams are holding on to a 6-2 lead up against the Buffaloes in Game 2 of the series. Argello's day is done. Pretty good. Line for the win as of yet. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs. They weren't earned with a walk and 2 strikeouts. So up against the 5-6-7, here is Downs, the right-handed pitcher. The sophomore looks into Cardona. First pitch to Green. Swung on and fouled away. Left side and into the trails at City Park. Count at 0-1. Green 0 for 1 today. He was the lone walk issued by Arguello today. So for the second straight day, the starter goes 5 innings or more for the Rams. Here's the 0-1. Inside and low. Ball and strike. Kaufman went 6 yesterday. Rams up 6-2. They have not scored since the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ready for the 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball, left field. Garcia shielding his eyes in the sun. Makes the catch, and there's 1 out in the 6th. Casey Hare has an RBI today, the lone RBI for any Milligan batter. Rams pitching staff done a pretty solid job through the first 14 innings of this series. Only have surrendered 4 runs. As that one hits the outside corner on the lefty, strike 1. Got to note that Arguello's 2 runs he surrendered brought in because of an error. So Arguello doesn't even have a damaged ERA because of today. Here's the 0-1. Inside, strike 2, though, on a fastball from the righty to the lefty. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Deal. Sawed off, foul ball down the left field line. Millette sprinting into foul territory, and it bounces on the warning track near the bullpen. No balls, 2 strikes. Count at 0-2 with 1 out. Downs trying to work through his first inning with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 0-2. A high fastball just missing on Hare, who's a tall second baseman. Count is at 1-2 with 1 out. Special shout out to former Bluefield outfielder Pepe Napoleon watching. Here's the 1-2. We're going to ground ball sliced over towards the dugout of Bluefield on the first baseline. Pepe, for those of you wondering, actually hit the last walk-off here at Bowen Field before the season shut down. Had the walk-off, and then we had a coach's show at Applebee's right after and got to interview Garrett Schilling before everything ended. I believe it was a week after that. It's a great day, too. 1-2. So we got a ground ball straight at Wisner at second. Plays it off the hop well and throws to first in time for the second out. I mean, it was really comparable to today as far as the weather goes. It was really felt like right around 50 to 60 degrees. Kirby Smith stepping up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Rams up 6-2 with 2 outs. Nobody on. Downs delivers. Big swing and a miss and a low pitch. There's strike 1. The count 0-1 with the wind blowing out towards left field. Nobody on. Kirby Smith, that open stance on the right side. Downs. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Pretty one, but misses outside and low. 1-1. Dug out for Bluefield, wondering where that one missed, and Garrett Schilling was pretty excited about how that pitch came in. Count it 1-1 with 2 gone. Downs checking. Now throws. Back, and a fastball hits the outside corner. Great frame job by Cardona. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Kirby Smith adjusts. The righty awaits. Downs ready with 2 outs and nobody on. The 1-2 offer. Swing and a foul tip, snagged by Cardona, and the side retired in order. J.J. Downs welcomes himself to this game with a 3-up, 3-down top of the 6th inning. Bluefield onto the home half of the 6th, leading 6-2. Welcome back, everyone, on to the bottom of the 6th on a gorgeous day for baseball and football in Bluefield. 6-2 Rams lead. Elijah Lewis takes a big cut at the first pitch he saw from Garrett Bowman, and we are underway with the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-2 Rams. Lines right now, 2 runs for Milligan, 5 hits, 1 error, and the Rams 6 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. So he swings and grounds that one straight at short. Morello, confident throw to first in time, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rams trying to jump out to a 7-5 start to the season. Could clinch the series with a win here in Game 2 after winning 10-2 last night. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Meach grounds it foul. Got an 0-1 with 1 out, and a ball appeared to kick back out into fair territory. Rams able to go get it. Here comes the 0-1. Meach looks at it inside. Ball and a strike. Nobody on. Bowman deals. Outside corner, called a strike, 1-2. Oh, Bowman came in there in the 4th inning. Here's the 1-2. Got a piece of Meach, just nicked him on the 1-2, and the breaking ball hit his arm. Oh, Meach able to get the free base. And as far as being hit by a pitch, I'd imagine that's the best way to do it, just getting nicked by the ball. Couldn't have hurt at least any bit. Comes Joseph Cardona for the Rams. And that one sails inside. Cardona dances out of the way, and that will advance the runner to second base and Meach. So Bowman missing a few inside there with 1 out. No double play opportunity now for Milligan. At least the one up the middle on the force. So Cardona's 0 for 2. Base hit here makes it 7-2 Bluefield. Bottom of the 6th, Rams have been patient at the plate today. Here's the 1-0. Inside again, breaking ball rolls away from the stab of Kirby Smith. Gets up, and the catcher does a good job racing to get the ball. That's now 3 straight inside pitches on Bluefield batters. The last one on the last batter, Meach, hit him. So, not sure if they call that a wild pitch or a pass ball that allowed Meach to get to second base, but nonetheless, not the best pitch, and Kirby Smith likely could have caught it. Here's the 2-0. That one's down the middle of the plate, strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Got a 2-1 this inning. Trying to continue with a big cut of Cardona. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Remember, game 1 of this doubleheader is going to be 9 innings, so the one we're playing in right now will go to 9 innings. Game 2, conserve some time and some effort from the arms, going to be 7 innings. Ready for the 2-2. Cardona drills it down the right field line, base hit. Meach around third, he will confidently score. Up to throw Guzman, and Cardona has to retreat back to first base. So great job by the right fielder keeping Cardona at first, but it's an RBI single for Joseph Cardona, and a great one at that. 7-2 Bluefield. Zapsos up to the plate. Big cut and a miss out the breaking ball. There's 1 out. 7-2 Bluefield up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 0-1. Cardona takes off. Kirby Smith throws on to second. Skips into center field. Cardona dove. And it was backed up successfully by Green anyway. So now a runner at second, and by the way, the count is 0-2 on Zapsos. No balls, 2 strikes. Zapsos was shortstop now with a runner at second base, and Cardona with 2 outs. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So now there's 2 away, back to the top of the lineup for Jeremy Garcia, 7-2 Rams with a 5-run lead in the 6th inning. Getting close to hour 2 of this ball game. The pitch. Breaking ball just missed inside. Oh, that didn't miss by much. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 7-2 Rams. Lefty and Bowman kicks and fires. Swinging a poked ball up the middle, rolling to second. Quick throw to first from Hare. Not in time. Throw to the plate. Smith reaches back for the tag, and he got him. So Aristi tried to dive in home, the courtesy runner for the catcher, and the Rams roll the dice and come up empty. So a single for Garcia over to first, but Aristi, the courtesy runner, thrown out at the plate. But the Rams score a run on 2 hits and leave a man on. We are on to the 7th. Bluefield 7, Milligan 2. Top of the 7th inning in Bluefield, 7-2 Rams, a 5-run lead over the Milligan University Buffaloes. Downs on the mound for his second inning of work after a 1-2-3 6th inning to begin his showing here. First pitch to Polinsky, the fastball chin high for ball 1. 8-9-1 due up for the Buffaloes, down by 5. Count at 1-0. Swinging a foul tip, snagged by Cardona. Already a strikeout for Downs today. Arguello had 2 strikeouts in 5 innings, in line for the win. Rams trying to clinch the series after winning 10-2 yesterday. Here's the 1-1. Fastball outside and low, 2 balls and 1 strike. (7-2) the score. Rams lead by 5. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the third, and then 1 more in the 6th. Here's the 2-1. Just a bit high and outside. Did not miss by a ton, and the count runs 3-1 from Downs. Polinsky, by the way, 0 for 2. Got on with a fielder's choice back in the 4th inning. Righty looks into Cardona, the 3-1. And it's high for ball 4. Leadoff man on for the first time since the 1st inning when Morello doubled and then came in to score. Remember, Milligan scored 2 runs in the 1st inning, and the Rams have scored since, 7 unanswered. Game 1 is going to be 9 innings. And they said Justin Green's going to be batting. That's not true. Pinch hitter in for Milligan now in the place of Grable. It's going to be number 5, Augustus Fraley, who came in yesterday, got a base hit and a pinch hit opportunity. So a runner at first. Downs looks in at Fraley. The pitch, swing and a miss. A breaking ball low. And it's strike 1. So Fraley came in, doubled, and then Robert Salcedo came back in, who was the shortstop to start the game, and then walked in the next inning. So Fraley in a big spot here, trying to trigger something for Milligan. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Cardona up to throw, won't have to. Instead, he just gives it back to the pitcher at 1-1 with no outs. 9th batter in the lineup, Ben Grable went 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. We'll have to see if Fraley stays in. Count at 1-1 with no outs. And the offer. Fastball outside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Wind surging out towards left field. Downs kind of peppering around the zone here in the top of the 7th inning. He nods and deals. Swinging a foul ball right side and off of the max up. So loads up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, my name is Bailey Engel on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams enjoying this so far. Being up in this series, currently outscoring Milligan by a score of 17-4. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball cut on and grounded through that 5-6 hole again, rolling into left. So the first 2 men are aboard here in the top of the 7th for the Buffaloes. And now able to re-enter is Ben Grable. So that's something you're able to do in this college baseball world. You can sub people in and out, re-enter. Two men aboard. By the way, failed to mention that instead of Polinsky on the base pass, there is also a pinch runner in Will Finley, who's at second base. Now back to the top of the lineup, maybe the best hitter for Milligan, Brandon Morello, who doubled and scored a run in the first inning. He's 1 for 3, no outs, 2 men aboard. Downs on the mound in really the first pickle today in a long time. Think back all the way to the first inning. Since then, it's been pretty easy for Bluefield pitchers. Only pitchers in are Arguello and Downs. Big open stance and the offer. Morello looks at a fastball wrist high, and it's ball one. Count runs to 1 ball and no strikes with no outs. In the 7th inning, 2 men aboard. The offer outside corner, called a strike, evens it up at 1-1. I remember yesterday in a situation like this, Rams were able to get the first out with the runner at the plate with 2 men aboard, and then Ozzie Millette doubled up. So, if Bluefield College can turn a double play for the first time today after 3 yesterday. Comes the 1-1. Swinging a fly ball scorched on the right side. Out of play for Morello. So he was late on that, 1-2. Here we are in the 7th inning. Big spot for Milligan, down by 5. 7-2 Bluefield leads. Downs flirting with going, the 1-2. Swinging a shot over ground ball over to short. Zapsos throws to first in time. And now 2 men in scoring position. Grable moves on to second and on to third. Milligan, 2 men in scoring position. Guzman up to the plate and a big opportunity with 1 out. Two men in scoring position. Morello retired, 1 away, 7-2 the score. Guzman is 0 for 3. First pitch. Right fielder looks at that one high and inside, ball 1. Base hit here can really change the trajectory of the ball game. It would make it a 3-run game possibly with a confident enough base hit from Guzman. Downs checking on third. Finley with a lead. Here's the 1-0. Just missing inside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Downs was wondering where that missed. One out, checking on third. Comes a 2-0. There's an E-high fastball from the righty on the mound. So now 2-1. Cardona trying to continue to call a good game. So is Garrett Schilling. Piecing out the chess match of pitches here in the top of the 7th inning with 2 men aboard in scoring position. Rams in a position where they can sacrifice an out for a run. 2-1 is fouled away, 2-2. On the right side and into the mountains. Maybe a hiker can get a free souvenir. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Two men aboard in scoring position for the Buffaloes. Downs checks Finley at third. Cardona awaits, 2-2. Swing and a chopper left side, playing back Zapsos. Long throw to first, skips in, not in time. And everyone is safe. It's 7-3. Finley comes in to score. Grable over to third. Guzman with an RBI single at first. And oh, that was going to be a tough play all the way. Zapsos had to play it back. It had a long throw across pretty much the entire diameter of this infield. Now, it's 7-3, 4-run game. Tying runs on deck, potentially, if Chancery Hall gets on here. Just 1 out. 2 men in scoring position. The pitch, make it runners on the corners, actually, as that pitch sails low and away. 1 ball, no strikes, 7-3. Bluefield here in game 2. Still leading by 4. They've confidently played this game. Milligan knocking on some hits here in the 7th. Ready for the 1-0. Outside, Cardona up. Well, Downs started out the inning with a walk, gave up a single, and then another one to Guzman just there. There's one out. From the belt, nods a 2-0. Fastball and a good pitch. 2-1. Hall reached in the first inning on an E5, then singled in the fifth. He scored a run today. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Runners on the corners, wind blowing out towards left. Could help the righty. 2-1. There's a fastball crossing the knees. Hall shakes his head, and it's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That American flag fully stretched. Out and left. Hall gets a good enough swing here. Makes it a 1-run game. A 2-2. Downs trying to combat that, though, with runners on the corners. He deals. In the dirt, rolls away from Cardona. Here comes the runner, and he scores. Grable in to make it now 7-4. Guzman moves over to second. It's ball 3. 2 runs have already came across for Milligan. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Only force at first base. Also wipes out a double play opportunity there. Hall in a full count. Downs looks, checks second. Guzman's there. Payoff outside, ball 4. Now the double play is back, but it's already the second walk of the inning. Arguello had a great showing through 5 innings. Only walked 1 batter. Braden Spano steps in. Tying run potentially for Milligan. Home run makes it 7-7. And the cleanup man is at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. So far, the damage done. 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Rams want to stretch. Get out of this one badly. Guzman with a big lead at second base. Downs fires anyway. A fastball, a slider actually called a strike. Sorry, folks, that might have been a foot outside. No balls in 1 strike. 1 out. Spano did not like that call. Steps back in, no damage done, just the first strike. Comes the 0-1. Check swing, did he go? No, he held up. Ball and a strike with 1 out. Rams want that double play that so helped them yesterday. Milligan putting runs on the board for the first time since the first inning. Downs relaxes with 2 men aboard and just 1 out. Comes the 1-1. Spano drives it down the right field line. On a race is Meach. He will not get there as that one drops in fair territory. Here comes Guzman around to score. He'll get there. Hall joining him, and now with a 2-run double from Braden Spano, it is 7-6 Bluefield. Lots of damage done here already. 4 runs in the inning for Milligan. And Mike White pulls someone out of the bullpen. Downs' day is done. So we'll take a break. 4 runs already. 1 runner in scoring position when we come back with 1 out. And the top of the 7th inning, Bluefield leads by 1. It's 7-6. Stephen Estep on the mound for Bluefield College, replacing Downs, who in an inning and a third surrendered 3 hits, also had 2 walks and 1 strikeout. So far, 4 runs to his name. It could be more with Braden Spano on at second base. So Estep, coming from Tennessee, grew up a Michigan fan, now on the mound, the left-handed pitcher who's dealt with injuries, trying to get the final 2 outs to send us to stretch time. It is 7-6. Milligan has rallied back from a 7-2 deficit here in the 7th inning. Right now, the wind's still in line for Arguello, but Downs made it a bit tougher there. What an at-bat it was for Spano on that double down the right field line, sneaking the ball in on a confident base hit. Now, lefty, Justin Green at the plate. Tying run is in scoring position with just 1 out. Rams trying to get out of the 7th here with the lead. Here's a breaking pitch from the lefty outside and low, ball 1. Lots of belief in that Milligan dugout all of a sudden. Who can blame them? They have been really pummeled in this game up until now, the 7th inning, with 4 runs already. Comes the 1-0. Fastball misses low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. And after yesterday, 10-2, the Rams did such a great job. Maybe one of their best performances I've ever seen here at Bowen Field against Milligan. Now the Buffaloes with a chance to even up the series with a win here today. Here comes the 2-0. Fastball across the knees, strike 1 from Estep. That over-the-top delivery. Got a 2-1 as we enter hour 2 of this ball game. Top of the 7th here in Bluefield. Here comes the 2-1. Breaks outside and low, 3-1. Rams had to reach into the bullpen after 3 straight men reached base. Guzman with an RBI single. Hall walked. Then Spano with a double down the line. 3-1. Swinging a line drive left field. That is a foul ball. So after that one, crams itself into where the turtle shell is. Position right outside the Milligan bullpen. The count reaches 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner at second base. Estep steps off. Lots of barking on the Milligan dugout on the third base side. They're fired up. Base hit ties the game. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball, slow roller to Millette. Up to throw. He does. On to first, stretching Mo, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So a slight sigh of relief there for Estep and pretty much everyone in a Bluefield College hat. Now, 7-6 the score remains. Casey Hare up to the plate. He's due for something here. 1 for 3, singled and drove in a run back in the first inning. Grounded out to second his last time up and also hit a ball on a line right at Millette. 2 outs, tying run at second base. Stephen Estep trying to back Bluefield out of this jam. First pitch, sawed off, foul ball, left side and out of play. Had him in the wrists. Got an 0-1, getting up in the count early, wearing that number 43 jersey that has the American flag numbering. Lettering on the front as well. Desert Storm camo matching with the red cap and the blue brim. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Checking second, 0-1. Breaking ball, smashes into the dirt. Ball 1. Ball and a strike with 2 outs. 7-6 Bluefield holding on to a 1-run lead at the moment. Rams trying to keep that lead. Do have the 2-3-4 coming up in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. There's a fastball across the letters. A little high for Hare's liking, but the Rams and Estep will certainly take it. Ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count with 2 outs. Spano with a big lead at second. The 1-2. Swinging a bouncer past the grab of Zapsos. Garcia fields and bobbles. He'll throw it in, and the game is tied. Casey Hare giving a tough one for Zapsos to try to play off of the hop. It was a tough one for the shortstop, and now the game is knotted up at 7 apiece. Oh, my goodness. 5 runs already. It is scored as a base hit. So Hare gets the RBI, his second of the ball game. 5 runs on the Rams here in the 7th inning. Here comes Kirby Smith for Milligan. Rams were up 7-2, and this is one of those, unfortunately, characteristic innings of college baseball as Kirby Smith blasts that one foul down the right field line and out of play. Smith is 1 for 3. He faced downs back in the 6th inning and struck out his last time. First time, obviously, seeing E-step. He's the 9th batter of the lineup, or the inning in the 7th. Here's the 0-1. Fastball rolls away from Cardona, and Hare did not even go to second base. For Skylar Barnett, the head coach, he's got to be beside himself with that, but he is just pushing down the rage into his stomach now. Hare's got to go on that. So 1-1 count with 2 outs. The Rams have a force at 2 bases. The pitch. Swinging a liner straight at Zapsos, off his glove and rolls into shallow left. Oh, it was scorched to Zapsos. Played it a bit late and the ball popped out of his glove. So now 2 men are aboard and Milligan has batted around. Polinsky comes up. Well, there seems to be a little bit of deliberation on whether to call that a hit or an error. And it was deemed an error. So it's an E6. Here goes over to second and went in and out of the glove of Zapsos. Here is Polinsky. Started off the inning with a walk from Downs. 7-7 the score, 2 men aboard. Breaking ball, first pitch, strike. Count goes to 0-1. 7-7 all tied up. Bluefield went into this top of the 7th with a 7-2 lead. So now Arguello will not get the decision. Coming set, checks second, the 0-1. Good breaking ball, just a bit low at 1-1 with 2 outs. Hare at second, Smith at first base. Polinsky 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in this inning. Got a 1-1, wind blowing out towards left field. Here's the offer. Fastball right down Broadway, and E-step has the Buffaloes down to their final strike here in the 7th inning. 7-7 the score. Rams will try to get the bats going with the 2-3-4 of the lineup when they come back, but they have to get there first. Here's a 1-2. Polinsky looks at a breaking ball, rolls down the third baseline after it craters into the dirt, and the runners stay at bay. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Long inning. Obviously the 10th batter of the inning. Two. Here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 3. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count with 2 men aboard. Here's a payoff. Swinging a foul ball. Saves the at-bat of Polinsky as it kicks out down the third baseline from the backstop. 3-2. Three and two. 2 men aboard. Another payoff. Swinging a foul ball, driven back to the backstop again. So we'll do it again for the 3rd time at 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a great day for baseball. There has been a shift in the momentum, to say the least, in the top of the 7th inning. 3-2, another payoff. Swinging a fly ball foul. Once again, kissing the sky and dropping onto the concourse. Hare is at second. Smith at first. So 2 straight plays hit at Zapsis. First one bounced away from him. Second one right out of his glove on a scorch line drive. 3-2 count with 2 outs. Another offer to Polinsky. And another foul ball right over the awning, out of play. Still in the top of the 7th. Now it goes to 3-2. Comes another payoff. Breaking ball. Got him looking. What a delayed third strike call. Polinsky called out, but the side finally retired. 5 runs come across for Milligan in that inning. It's finally stretch time in Bluefield, and the mood has shifted. 7-7 the score, tied up here in Game 2 of the series, Game 1 of the doubleheader. Nate Cobb to lead off a brand new ball game. Bottom of the 7th. It is now 7-7. 2-3-4 due up. Garrett Bowman still on the mound. First pitch. Did he go? The appeal said no, he did not. On a check swing. So Cobb 2 for 3 today. Now the Rams trying to jump out to a lead again. The pitch, breaking ball down the middle, strike 1. Cobb watches it, and the count evens up at 1-1. Cobb, Millette, and Wisner should be a good spot of the lineup for Bluefield. Try to jump out back to a lead, 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, first base side, just foul as it rolls over towards where the tarp is rolled up. Count at 1-2. Well, it doesn't look like there will be tarp crew today. Famous last words. As now I say that, I bet a storm surge will come onto the pitching mound. Here's the 1-2. Outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7-7, great game. Rams led 7-2 going into the top of the 7th, and Milligan scored 5 to tie it up. They left 2 runners on. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Cobb being patient at the plate. Garrett Bowman has been on since the 4th inning after Allison went 3 2/3. Payoff. Swing and a miss, set a pitch in the dirt. Kirby Smith up to throw, lobs to first in time, and Cobb is retired to begin the bottom of the 7th. Well, the Buffaloes scored 2 runs to begin the game. Rams then shot out with 7 unanswered runs, including 4 in the first. The Rams took the lead on a 3-run home run from Elijah Lewis. And 2 more in the third off of an RBI 2-run single from Taylor Moe. As Millette looks at the first pitch on the outside corner, strike 1 with 1 out, nobody on. Then Cardona brought in a run on a single in the 6th inning. Comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, set a pitch low, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It seems like everything has really shifted towards Milligan here. Tie game 7-7. Bowman nods and fires. Fastball inside, almost got a piece of Millette, but he does a two-step to get out of the way. Count runs 1-2. Hey, we got football coming up in 2 hours and 48 minutes. Have that broadcasted for you. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Tag applied. And the inning starts out with 2 straight Ks of Bluefield batters. Bottom of the 7th, 7-7. Nobody on for the Rams. Clay Wisner, who hit a home run against Carolina University, could sure use one here to give the Rams the lead. Pitch. Wisner watches a breaking ball low and outside for ball 1. Bowman getting into a groove, finally getting some run support. Game tied. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a scorched ground ball off of the mound and through to center field for a base hit. That's Wisner's second knock of the ball game. He is now 2 for 3. And the go-ahead run at first base for Bluefield. So here comes Taylor Moe. Moe spelled like the Cajun version, as that one spins in for strike 1, and M-E-A-U-X. Has 2 RBIs already today. Make it 3, actually. Here's another here. Comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Well out in front of that breaking ball. Now he's quickly down 0-2. So Wisner is on at first base. A tie game. 7-7 the score. Lefty. Bowman deals. Swinging a ground ball, ripped down the first base line, foul. He was early again on that breaking pitch. Wind starting to favor towards center field. No balls, 2 strikes to Moe. Big lead at first base for Wisner. Lefty deals. Breaking ball inside. Milligan wanted that one framed up for strike 3. That did in fact miss, but not by much. A good pitch by Bowman. Good eye by Moe. Ball in 2 strikes now. Wisner at first. It's 7-7. The 1-2. In the dirt. Kirby Smith keeps it up in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 runs in the 7th inning for Milligan. Now they're trying to defend this tie to send it to the 8th to try to take the lead. Rams with Wisner at first. 2-2. Swinging a poked ball over to second on a hop, snared by Hare, throw to first in time, and the Rams leave a runner on. We are on to the 8th in a great game, 7-7. Bluefield and Milligan, game 1 of the doubleheader. Top of the 8th, ready to begin. Ben Grable in a tie game at 7-7, leading it off against Stephen Estep. Downs' line finally finalized here. Bunt shown, popped up, third base line. Diving grab could not be made by Millette as he dove out in front, and it's strike one, a loud strike one. So Downs' day, an inning and a third, 3 hits, 5 runs, all earned with 2 walks and a strikeout. Estep got the final 2 outs. Got it 0-1. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. It's laid down again. Third base side. Straight at Millette. Up to throw. Quickly onto first. In time. Great play by the Florida native. And Grable retired to begin the top of the 8th inning. So the score remains tied at 7-7. Bluefield 6-5. Milligan 10-6. They played 5 more games in Bluefield, but they played the equal amount of conference games. So the Rams 3-1 in the AAC. Milligan trying to force this one to be decided in the 7-inning game. The second game of the doubleheader. Brandon Morello looks at that one curving into the strike zone, 0-1. Now you can guess now this will be decided in 9 innings or more. This is not extras. The next game will be 7 innings as Morello fouls that one off and almost hit someone into the dugout for Bluefield. And an 0-2. Morello, after doubling, is 0 for 3. So he's 1 for 4 today. Grounded out to short his last time up. 5 runs for Milligan in the 7th to tie it up. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a line drive, left field. Garcia sprints to the right and makes the catch as he puts on the brakes. And the first 2 men are retired. Anthony Guzman drove in a run in the 7th inning. Remember, Milligan sent 10 batters to the plate in the 7th inning. That's why they're able to storm back into this game and tie it up. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Estep settling in. The lefty from Tennessee fires. Fastball in. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks into his glove, the pitch. Swinging a chopper foul, third base side out of play. Count runs 1-1. Estep dealing with his injuries, ready to be cleared back, and now playing today for Bluefield College in a big spot with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Actually from Lexington, South Carolina. My apologies. Estep transferring from a JUCO. Bluefield College, South Carolina native ready. Here comes the 1-1. Bunt attempt, rolls back. And now it's 1-2. So 2 outs, a 1-2 count on Guzman. Milligan trying to reach into the bag of tricks for some small ball and get some runners on. 7-7 the score remains. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Estep with a long look in. Top of the 8th here in Bluefield. And time called by Guzman. The pitch sails high and away on a waste pitch there. And now time called. Mike White with Estep, and like we said, it dealt with injuries, so training staff also going to check on the starting pitcher. Estep is favoring his elbow, and this could be pretty big, and that will be it for Estep. So now the Rams need a guy out of the bullpen immediately. And with a 2-2 count and 2 outs on Guzman and nobody out, Rams are going to bring in a guy from the bullpen. Got to pick out who's going to have to warm up. We'll take a break on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Be back right after this with more of the 8th inning. Justin Coleman on the mound inherits a 2-2 count after Estep is subbed out due to an injury. Thoughts with Stephen Estep, it's already been such a odyssey to get him back onto the mound. So Justin Coleman, the senior right-handed pitcher, stands in. Guzman awaits, 2-2. Fastball outside, ball 3. So the count runs 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the 8th inning. Tied up 7-7. Wind flowing out briskly to left. A payoff. Swinging a foul ball right side out of play. 7-7 the score. Milligan Storm back with 5 runs in the 7th inning. Out of the glove. Steps, here's a payoff. Swinging a high fly ball to left center field on a sprint. Cobb, he won't get to it. It rolls all the way to the wall. Guzman on to second, held up there with a 2-out double. So Chancery Hall steps up. Base hit gives Milligan the lead here with 2 outs. Two outs. When Coleman comes in, it wasn't warm. Comes into a pretty tough situation. The senior from Maryville, Tennessee, Cleveland State Community College. Full count. Checking on second. Comes a payoff. Breaking ball drops in low. So the Rams went into the bullpen, got a righty, a ball and no strikes. Hall has reached 3 times today. 1 for 3 with a single, 2 runs scored, and a walk. Runner at second, 7-7 the score. Now 10 hits apiece for either team. 1-0. So we got a foul ball right side and out of play. What a comeback this would be for the Buffaloes if they're able to get it here. It was 7-2 into the 7th inning. Ball and a strike with 2 outs. Ball in the glove. Coleman checks second. Long glance. Deals 1-1. Breaking ball fouled away. Onto the awning, out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. Two outs, a man in scoring position in Guzman with a 2-out double. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a scorched foul ball down the third baseline. Had the breaking pitch hanging up there. Kicks back out into left field. So, J. Cole, as he's affectionately called by his teammates, ball and 2 strikes. One-two count with 2 outs. Checking on second, the pitch. Swinging a foul tip, snagged by Cardona, and the top of the 8th is over. So Bluefield pitches a scoreless frame with the help of E-Step and Justin Coleman and leaves a runner stranded in scoring position. But now we're on to the bottom of the 8th. Rams trying to break the tie. It's 7-7 when we come back. Here we are, bottom of the 8th inning. Elijah Lewis, who has a home run today, can he be the hero here with a 7-7 tie up against Garrett Bowman? Lefty deals. First pitch, ground ball, smoke to the left side. Snagged on the backhand, Morello. Throw to first, a bit high. Snare tag applied in time. So Lewis retired on a 6-3. David Meach up to the plate. 7-7 the score. Bluefield College, after starting out the game down 2-0, scored 7 unanswered runs moving into the 7th inning. And then for Milligan, 5 runs to tie it up. David Meach up to the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Across the knees, strike 1. Garrett Bowman has been in since the 4th inning. Kobe Allison went 3 2/3. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball straight at first. Glove there easily by Spano. And wins the race to the bag. So the Rams grounding out to begin here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Joseph Cardona steps up for Bluefield. Cardona at the plate. The pitch shows bunt. Breaking ball hits on the inside corner on the lefty. Got an 0-1. Bowman deals. Swinging a foul ball bouncing down the first baseline. And the Rams are a strike away from being retired 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 8th inning. Time called. Cardona steps back. Is going to adjust a little bit. That pitch goes in the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Nobody on. Cardona awaits. Bowman nods. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Kirby Smith fishes it out, throws to first, and the Rams retired in order in the bottom of the 8th inning. So now here we are to the 9th inning. See if Milligan can jump out in front because the Rams will need to try to walk it off when we come back. On to the 9th, 7-7 the score. Braden Spano leading off against Stephen Ambrose. Coleman came in, got the job done there in the 8th inning for the final out. Stephen Estep does not give up a run either. So now Ambrose, left-handed pitcher from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. 7-7 the score, top of the 9th, 4-5-6 due up. Spano had a 2-run double his last time up. It ended up tying the game when he came in to score. The pitch. It's a fastball that hits on the outside corner, strike 1. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. Fortunately, won't be able to broadcast the second game for you. Have to get on over to football in a packed season that we weren't exactly prepared for at the beginning of last year. Now we are ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball that misses outside, 1-1. Trying to make it work here, folks. The Rams trying to do the same. 7-7 the score. Tied up 7 runs apiece. Great day for baseball. Rams gave up 5 unanswered in the 7th inning. Trying to keep it just that. Ambrose in a 1-1 count. Pitches. High and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Spano, Green, and Hare all due up. Ambrose was warming up at a 12-6 curveball. See if he goes to it. Here's a 2-1. Deals a fastball that time inside, and now Spano's up in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. He has a double and a single today, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Blowing out to left, 3-1. High and away, ball 4. So now with no outs, the leadoff man is on in a tie game here in the top of the 9th inning. Justin Green up to the plate batting left-handed. Tied up 7-7. Both teams with 10 hits. Rams with 2 errors. Really there in that 7th inning, a couple of tough plays at short. Could have been 2 errors right there. One was counted as a hit. First pitch. Bunt laid down, a good one. First base side, covering Mo. Underhands to first, not in time. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Justin Green sneaks on with a bunt single. Casey Hare will stand in, 2 for 4 today. Hare, 2 RBIs, 2 singles. Base hit gives the Buffaloes the lead. Batting left-handed, 2 men aboard, no outs. Rams win a double play. Wind sailing out towards left. Could help an opposite field hit for Hare. Ambrose deals. Bunt shown, popped it up on top. Well, actually almost on top. It just misses the dugout of Milligan down the third base line. No balls, 1 strike. 7-7 the score. Milligan has now officially out-hit Bluefield. What a comeback it's been for the Buffaloes. Got an 0-1. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, pulls back. Cardona trying to transition into his hand. Dropped the ball. Count runs to 1-1. Ready for the 1-1. Huge spot in this game. Showing bunt again. Hare lays it down. Third base side. Millette turns to third. Throw there. In time for the out. Spano retired on a 5-6 putout. Rams needed that badly. Green on to second, and Hare moves on to first. So now, double play can send the Rams into the bottom of the 9th with the tie game at 7-7. Kirby Smith, the catcher. Smith reached on an error on a pitch he smoked right to the shortstop. Zapsos couldn't reel it in. The pitch, breaking ball. 12-6 curveball's a bit high. Ball 1. Got a 1-0. Spencer Ambrose in this inning. A walk, a single. Just got bailed out by that bunt attempt and a good play by Millette to turn around to go to third. Ready for the 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, driven to left field. Garcia back at the track, and that one is gone. Three-run home run. Kirby Smith, and Milligan has taken the lead. 8 unanswered runs by the Buffaloes. (10-7), wow. Absolutely destroyed that one. Now, unfortunately for Ambrose, in line for the loss. Base is cleared. Here's Richard Polinsky. 10-7. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. What a change of events. 5 runs in the 7th, 3 here in the 9th. Huge home run. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball, check swing, rolls back to the backstop. Counted 0-2. So everyone in this inning has technically reached. 10-7. The 0-2. Fastball high. Base is cleared with 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Oh boy, that almost hit him. That's poor Spencer Ambrose is lose a bit of control of this breaking ball. Top of the 9th inning. Pitch is fouled back. Counted 2-2. Polinsky awaits. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Got him. Strike 3. That was called about 6 minutes after he threw that pitch in there. Oh, and this is the second time Polinsky's been run up like that. And Spencer Ambrose will take it. Here's Ben Grable. First pitch, big cut and a miss for Grable. 10-7 the score, 3 runs on the homer by Kirby Smith. Count goes 0-1. Lefty matchup. Here's Ambrose with a kick in the offer. Fastball that creeps high, 1-1. Rams certainly have their work cut out for them. We come back in the bottom of the 9th. Have to get there first, 1-1. Breaking ball outside and low, 2-1. Rams led 7-2 going into the 7th inning. It's now 10-7 here in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. Grable trying to keep this magical inning going. Pitch, waves at it. Fastball, 2-2. So Ambrose, a strike away. Trying to retire the side here. Damage already done. 3 runs have scored for the Buffaloes. Rams will send the 9-1-2 to the plate. Comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him, and the top of the 9th is over. So back-to-back strikeouts for Spencer Ambrose after the 3-run bomb from Kirby Smith. It's now 10-7. Final chance for the Rams here in Game 2 of the series coming up after this. Final chance for Bluefield College coming up here in the bottom of the ninth, down 10-7, and a new batter in. Ellie Mejia standing in. Mejia, the pinch hitter. Stepping in for Zapsus, who went 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging. Rams have not scored a run since the 6th inning. Bowman still in. Breaking ball sails on the outside corner, strike one. So we'll see Garcia and Cobb after this. Bowman has been in since the 4th inning. He's in line for the win, the 0-1. Swinging a chopper up the middle, could be trouble. Sneaks across the bag, fumbled there, and the Rams have their leadoff man on. So energy for Bluefield, and now with Mejia on at first, the Rams send it back to the top of the lineup, down 3 near the bottom of the 9th inning. Rams need 4 to win, 3 to tie. Kirby Smith able to bring Milligan up with that 3-run home run. Pitch, big cut and a miss on a breaking ball, strike one. Zapsus comes in, back as the runner and re-enters for Ellie Mejia. Here's the 0-1. Waves at it again, strike two. Bowman went back to the breaking ball. So the lefty from Bristol, Virginia, confident showing today. Does he have 3 outs in him to put Bluefield down, or do the Rams rally here? No outs in the 0-2. Swinging a high fly ball, driven into center. Going to stay in the ballpark and then some. Stepping up, Green makes the catch, and there is one away. So unfortunately, whatever happens, we'll not have an interview with Mike White. Trying to get on and move on over to the football field. Game 3 will be decided about half an hour after this. Good crowd on hand, and if you're in the area, I'd suggest you come out here. Pitch. That one's low to Cobb, and it's ball 1. So Zaps is at first. Got it, 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. 10-7 Milligan leads here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch, runner goes, Zapsus takes off, the pitch is high and inside, throw to second, not in time, and the Rams have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Count reaches 1-1. Cobb, 2 for 4. Hitless since the 3rd inning, though. Here we are in the 9th. Ready for the 1-1. Here it is. Fastball just a bit outside. 2-1. Sun peeking down from the first base side. Do the Rams have 9th inning magic left in them? After Milligan has scored 8 unanswered runs to take a 10-7 lead versus Bluefield. Bottom of the 9th, runner at second, 2-1. Breaking ball inside corner on Cobb. Strike 2 to tie up the count, 2-2. Eleven hits for Bluefield. 12th here can make it a 2-run game possibly. Checking on second, Bowman deals. Swinging a line drive, right field, base hit. Zapsus held up at third, coming up to throw Guzman. He's got an arm on him and now hits his cutoff man to put runners on the corner. So now for Bluefield, with 1 out, Ozzie Millette represents the potential game-tying run. Double play could end the game. Rams have rolled the dice with the base runners in this one. Garrett Bowman, remember, he's been in since the 4th inning. It's got to be a little bit of wear and tear on this reliever. Runners on the corners. First pitch. Breaks just a bit outside. Ball 1. 10-7 the score. Rams down by 3. Officially 12 hits on the board, and we have officially neared the 3-hour mark of this ball game. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a line drive, base hit to left field on the ground. 1 run will score. On to second goes Cobb. It's 10-8. So the game-tying run is on base. Rams starting to believe Skylar Barnett's going to bring us to a halt here. Garrett Bowman His day may be done, and it will be. So this one continues. 10-8 Milligan, 2 outs away from coming back to beat Bluefield. But the Rams have the game-tying run at first in the bottom of the ninth. We come back. New pitcher coming in for the Buffaloes. Clay Wisner up to the plate for Bluefield College, a righty in for Milligan. 2 men aboard, tying run potentially at first base in Ozzie Millette. It's 10-8, bottom of the ninth with 1 out. First pitch, fastball inside, almost hit Wisner. Turned away from it, and it's ball 1. Ryan Baxa, the redshirt freshman from Danville, Kentucky. Right-handed pitcher on the mound, replacing Bowman. Almost went the distance in that game from the 4th inning. Comes the 1-0. Breaking ball sails into the strike zone, and the count evens at 1-1. So Wisner, by the way, 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a run scored. Also had a sack bunt, but the Rams are going to tell him to swing away here with a 1-1 coming up and 1 out. Now the offer. Breaking ball, high and tight, ball 2. Potential winning run at home plate. Brian Baxa inherits a couple of runners here. Lots of energy for the Rams. First time we've seen this since the 6th inning. 2-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball low. Wisner was trying to drill that one out of the ballpark, so the Rams would walk this one off and clinch the series, but now in a 2-2 count with 1 out. Brian Baxa stands back in on the rubber, peers in. Coming set. 2 men aboard. 2-2 to Wisner. High and in. Limbo's out of the way. Ball 3. Went back to the fastball there. That one is heating in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count. Ball away from loading up the bases and putting the game-winning run on the base paths. Full count, 1 out. The pitch popped up in the infield. And they are going to call the infield fly rule as that one is caught. So Wisner pops out, and now Milligan is an out away. Tying up this series at a game apiece. Taylor Moe, can he be the hero here? Tying run is at first. Mo has a couple of RBIs off of his single in the third, also one off of his sacrifice fly in the first. He's going to need a base hit here. Extend the game, or potentially win it. Second baseman Hare playing back on the right side. Big gap in between Polinsky at third and Morello at short. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, blazing right down the middle, and it's strike one. No balls, one strike. Taylor Moe, last hope for Bluefield. Down at 0-1 with 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss again, and Bluefield is down to its final strike. Baxa is gone with a great-looking fastball. A strike away from sealing Game 2 of the series and deciding a rubber match. Game 3. Taylor Moe awaits the lefty. Cobb at second, Millette at first. Comes the 0-2. In the dirt. Moe laid off. 1-2. Good waste pitch there from Baxa. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Wind blowing out to left. 2 men aboard with 2 gone. The 1-2. Outside. Got him looking. Oh, that missed a little bit. Mo goes down looking to end the game, and that ends the comeback chance for Bluefield in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bluefield College drops this one 10-8. And until next time, take it easy, Rams fans, as Milligan ends up winning this one.